Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is for the week that was up on the screen, the 18th to the 24th of April. I'm going to be using this kit from Tailor Made Creative Co. I can't remember what it's called. I can't see that on the screen anymore. Spring Garden. There you go. Spring Garden. So yeah, I just showed you guys everything that's going to be in the kit here, and I'm actually going to show you guys me putting down the base. First off, that's a lot of work. It was a lot of work. And I don't know how often I'll be doing that because listen, that was it. It's very tedious, and then trying to make sure you can see what I'm actually doing, like it was a lot. So I'm not 100% sure how often I'll be doing this, but so far right now it'll be a minute before I do it again. So the numbers that I use are from Glam Planner. I thought they were like really big and bold, especially considering the colors in it. I wanted the numbers to be kind of bigger and bolder, and the ones that she had when she first like started to release foil was super, I felt like, big and bold. So I wanted to use her numbers. Here I'm putting down the washi, and then I'm going to use one of the washi trims from Sadie Stickers. I just thought it was kind of like really cute and dainty with this, the way this kit was. I really love the colors. It's super bright. I love like how bright the pink is. And then when you see the dowel that I end up pulling in, I think it really like complemented it well. And then when I was thinking about the dowel in actuality, I was like, oh, would it be weird because she has like I guess like a sweater dress on? But April, like where I live, can be hit or miss. It could be like snowing still sometimes, super cold, or super warm. So, I mean, I don't really remember the weather during this time, to be honest. Especially as I see when I'm looking at the plans that I had a migraine at the beginning of the week. So, I probably, yeah, I don't really remember, but I thought it was cute. She had on like a hot pink dress, and with the hot pinks and the kid, I said, I think I'm gonna use it. Now, I will say I am kind of regretting cutting part of her body off, but you know, it is what it is. So, I'll be back in a little bit to talk about more of what I'm laying down.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move. You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the groove. You make me move. You make me move.
All right, here about to do the sidebar. So you see I use Jasmine in the color pink from Let's Get Planned. I just thought that her dress with this kit just really like went well together. And you know, I had like a couple of activities over the weekend where I did have to get dressed up. I wasn't wearing pink, but you know, I just thought she was cute. I love her hair. I love her body. I love her shoes. I love her vibe. A natural beauty. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, I used her. The floral like little scene at the bottom, that was from Sadie stickers. Most of my accents are Sadie stickers, The Giving Girl, and Letters to Apollo. Okay, so here I'm just building out my sidebar. This kit did not have like a quote box. I put that one with the like water container and the tulips in it just because I thought I was going to put a quote, but then I ended up changing my mind. And then here at the top, now I'm putting down one of the little half scallops, and then in in the Giving Girls advent calendar, she had some of those like little half mandalas. So I kind of like layered them two together. My April script is from Paper Trail Plans. And I'm just kind of like putting it down a little bit underneath where the full box was, as you can see here. And then I'm going to line the top and bottom with the skinny dividers from Dash of Sun Designs. And then eventually I'm going to put some like decor deco pieces, I guess if you say, around the girl. So the little like corner, that is from, I believe, Letters to Apollo. And then the butterflies, most of those butterflies, the two at the top are from Letters to Apollo as well. And then the other pieces are from Sadie stickers, I think. And the Giving Girl. And then at the top, I'm going to... Oh, this video is already long and I gotta keep talking. Okay, we're here at the top. So when this video is over, you guys let me know. Do you want to see me do like the full thing? Do you want to just see me when the base is done? Do you want to see both? If you do you want me to talk through the base? Do you not want me to talk through the base? Kind of give me a little insight. Because if you guys don't know, like, doing these videos and editing is hard. And because of all the complexities of planning now with like our floral deco, regular deco, decorating, changing up how we do this, switching this up, wanting to add that, changing up the sidebar, it has added. I remember when I first started doing these videos, I can probably do my video in an hour from start to finish, and now I'm pushing like 2 hours. It's a lot. And then to have to edit that, and then if I'm not doing a talk through, also a voiceover, it's a lot. So y'all let me know. Okay, I'm trying to do this top part here. So I took that sheet from Letters to Apollo and I just cut some of the florals in half, and then I layered them at the top. I actually pulled like a sheet from the Sweet Planner that I thought kind of worked. But then I kind of like changed my mind because they were not tulips, and literally every flower in this kit is a tulip. There's no other variations. I just like, I don't know if it's going to work. Those butterflies, the bigger ones up top there from the Giving Girl, I got them like when I first ordered from the Giving Girl. I think they were like, last call items or whatever. I just thought they were cute. And then I decorated a little bit with some of the little deco pieces from Sadie stickers. And now we're finally on to the day by day. Thank you. Okay, Monday, I had a migraine, which sucked a lot. And yeah, I wasn't happy. So I marked that using one of the boxes from the kit. I used some of the little floral deco again from Sadie stickers, and then one of the butterflies from the Giving Girl. And then I used the bit from Elaine Michelle's studio because I had an attitude about it. And what made it worse is because I was on consults this week. And no, I was off consults. But every time I get a break from something, that's when my head starts to hurt. And it was like really annoying me. Like, and I wanted to be productive, and I just could not be as productive as I wanted to. So I was working from home, so I just used one of the flags in the kit. And I remember I had work from home scripts that I got custom made from, I think they were custom made from Paper Trail Plans. So I just layered it, and I just thought it was just so cute how it looks. I'm like, oh, I like the way that looks. So I put that down, decorated with some butterflies. For all of the full boxes, I used, it was like Sadie stickers butterfly. Like, she came out again with a butterfly release. She had those like dividers with the dots in between the butterflies. So I used them in between the full box and the header. And then at the bottom of all of the full boxes, I put one of the skinny dividers too, to kind of keep it consistent. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have put one of those dividers on the top of the full box on the sidebar too. I may or may not go back and change it. I don't know. But yeah, so I put a skinny divider at the bottom of the full box too. And as you see here, I cut my girl because it just, I guess the way it was looking, it would have been too much into like my side and the way I needed to put my items there. So I just cut her. But you know, sometimes I look at her, don't look bad. Other times I'm looking like it looks a little weird. But yeah, so I did that. I ended up calling into my pharmacy and refilling my medication for my headache, well, my migraine. Let me be frank, for my migraine. So I went and picked that up. I took a nap. I took a nap before I headed out. I was going to go to the pharmacy, pick up my med, take my med, and then go to my wax appointment that day. But I ended up rescheduling my wax because I wasn't even like, not even less than 10 minutes away. And it was like 5 minutes into my appointment. So I had to call and reschedule, which kind of annoyed me because I kind of like set the rest of my day around going out for my appointment. And I'm like, I could have went and got these meds earlier in the day. I wouldn't have been suffering for as long. I was annoyed. So, I rescheduled my wax. I ended up having to go to the grocery store. I didn't put this down, but I had to go to the grocery store. So I went to the grocery store to get whatever I was cooking for dinner that day. And I also grabbed some ibuprofen because I personally do not like taking my meds that's prescribed for me for my migraine because the side effects, I do not like the side effects. These ones, if I don't take it with food in my stomach, I have hallucinogenic dreams. And what I mean by that is that my dreams are so off the wall, weird, crazy, like what the hell type dreams when I wake up. Like, yeah. And I haven't had like a really good experience with any of the meds that I've been prescribed. Prior to that, the one that I was on, the way I described it was, it felt like my brain was on fire when I took the med. So I felt like my entire brain was like tingling, warm, hot. Yeah, it's not good. And then like for me and my migraines, I think more recently now I discovered I think I get dizzy and lightheaded with mines. But prior to that, I've never gotten an aura. It would just come. I knew that there was always a potential for it to come, because mine also came around the time of my cycle, but I never got like an aura to say, oh yes, it's coming, here it comes. Like, you know, it would just happen. So it was unfortunate. So after I went for CVS, what I was saying about that was I get ibuprofen and I get the like liquid gel ones, which I mean I don't fortunately like to take because of the gelatin in them, but they work way better for me than the tablets. So I got them. So in case I didn't want to take the rizatriptan, because you can only take it, that's the one I'm on. I'm on rizatriptan. You can't take it that often. Like, you really only supposed to take it like once a week. So yeah. So I get that to take in conjunction for my headache. So after that, I came home and I cooked, and then I probably just went to bed after that because, yeah. Okay, next day I was working in the office. Boo. But the software that we use to access like patient information was down for a couple of hours. So I was just kind of like, I think I just kind of like cleaned up my like binder, cleaned up my desk area, was going through papers, putting stuff in the shred bin that I could and everything else. So I think I pretty much just kind of did that for the meantime. And then once it came back up, I was able to do my follow-up and summary that I had due. And then I believe this day, yes, so this day I was feeling a type of way, and I don't know if you guys have a landmark where you live, but I do where I live, and I love their like pretzels with the dips. So they give you like a honey mustard dip, a cheese dip, and then it's like cinnamon sugary like dip. I personally love the cheese and the cinnamon sugar. And I personally like mixing them. So I ordered them and I was like craving them so bad that I ate them in the car. So once I picked them up, I sat in my car and I ate them. They were so good. They were so good. And then I came home and I ended up filming. I don't even know what I filmed that day. I didn't write it down. So I filmed, and of course, because it was Tuesday, it was what? Taco Tuesday. On to Wednesday. Wednesday, I did take the day off, so I used one of the half scallops in the kit as well, and then one of those floral like arrangement bouquets, whatever, from Letters to Apollo. I used that, and then that day off script is also from Letters to Apollo. I thought it was really cute, simple. I had an X-ray scheduled for that day. Actually, no, I had a dentist appointment already scheduled for that day. And then since I ended up taking off for that appointment, I just made the X-ray that I needed to be that day as well. So I went for my X-ray. I actually think my dentist appointment was also earlier in the day, but I ended up changing the order of it. And then I had I'm looking at my notes. My X-ray was at 8:30. I then had a webinar that was at 10:30. And so I was actually watching the webinar on my way to my appointment for the dentist. So I had my dentist appointment, and then I actually had my therapy consult appointment that day, which turned out to be great because I ended up signing up with her. I really felt like a connection. The consult was only supposed to be like 15 minutes. I ended up like talking to her for like 45 minutes. So yeah. That was like the start of me and my relationship with my therapist. And then later on that day, Babe and I spoke to the realtor that's working with my grandparents so we can kind of like work through the whole buying a house thing. So I just put like the house because one, I wanted to use some damn stickers that I bought because I got them custom from Paper Trail Plans. But I mean, it was nothing bad, but we got some good news with talking with the realtor, so it was good. I didn't write it on here, but Babe also had another meeting, so I ended up filming a plan with me as I wrote. On to Thursday, I woke up hella late. I was working from home that day, thank God. I probably ended up working from home that day because I woke up late, because I probably had all intentions in going into the office, but c'est la vie. So I had Mark work from home the same exact way. Just so you guys know, most of my icons are from Crafts by Thaowie. The one laptop on the Tuesday, that's from the Giving Girl. I told you about the bit, that's from Elaine Michelle Studio. On Friday, I'll talk about that one. But most of my icons are all from Crafts by Thaowie, just so you know. So I did some laundry since I was working from home. I was talking with Babe because my X-ray results had came up, so I can actually read them too. So I was talking to him about that, working on my summary. I had another training that day at noon. So I did that, and that's actually with some of the attorneys that work in the office. I did have my wax appointment. I rescheduled it for that day. So I went to my wax appointment, but the day I felt like was shit. So I wrote that I was completely over it. Not in the planner, but I definitely was over it in my notes. Friday. Friday was Earth Day. So trying to be a little consistent. I used the last one of those half circles. That like plant icon is actually from Let's Get Plant as well. So shout out to Rachel. Hey girl, make sure y'all go shop with her. Her stuff is so cute. And then I just used some of the butterflies from the Giving Girl again to go around that. I actually really love the way I wrote Earth Day. It's probably like my favorite handwriting of this spread. Like, cause sometimes, like it's funny because the next week I have not wrote anything down because I'm like, oh, I really like the way this spread looks. But sometimes I just feel like my handwriting just be off. Sometimes it'd be good, and other times I'd be like, ugh. So I wrote down Earth Day. I had another training that day, so I wrote that down. And then verse planning, if you guys don't know, I am a brand ambassador. You can use code Joia15 to save you 15%. And FYI, the day that I'm recording this on the 26th, they're dropping some fall stuff, so get ready. Okay. But they had a release that day, so I just marked that down in my planner. And then later on that day, I guess probably the plan with me that I filmed earlier in the week went live. On Saturday, it was 2 events. So I got up and got ready. I went and picked up my mom. We had to run to the Dollar Tree. She needed to get some like paper for her bag. And then I had to grab something too. We was in there probably longer than we probably should have been, but we was in there. And then we went to my little cousin's bridal shower, which was super cute. It was interesting because her husband actually came to the bridal shower, which is interesting because mine didn't, but hers did. So it was like nice to see something a little different. And here it's funny because I bought the Crafts by Thaowie like wedding, I guess, bucket list sticker sheet when I had first. I actually bought it, I think, right before I got engaged. I just had the I guess I had, an inkling telling me, go ahead and get the stuff, girl. So, of course, I didn't use all of the things, but I kept it. And at first I was going to like destash it, but I kept it. And I was like, well, you know what? Because I had like a couple of weddings right after that. I knew I had her wedding this year. And then we ended up having another wedding that actually just happened about a week ago. So I just said, well, you know what? I'll just use it for any weddings that I go to, or if there's anything wedding related that we need to still do, or, if I'm like talking about our anniversary or something like that, I can use it. So I just kept it. So all that to say, I used the bouquet from the silver foil sheet to mark that. And you don't see it now, but I ended up using like a butterfly from the Giving Girl as well, and then some butterfly garlands. I believe those are also from the Giving Girl. I was like, oh, that's just kind of like a cute way to mark her bridal shower. So then after the bridal shower, we took pictures. We got our to-go desserts. I ended up dropping my mom back off home. I think we stopped like one other place, and then I dropped her back home since I had to get ready for a main affair. And I think it was starting at 6 that day. So I had to come home, get changed, and grab Babe. And then we went to that main affair, which was nice. There were some moments that was a little awkward. I'm not going to lie. But, as time went on, details were revealed that explained why things were a little awkward. But nonetheless, we had a good time. Babe and I took a couple of pictures. I took pictures with my counterparts. We had a good time. And, that's all we can say. And then Sunday, the last day, I made breakfast. I'm not even sure why I put B that fast. I think I'm going to change that right now, though. I think I may be able to put the whole thing. No, that's the wrong pen. I gotta find the right pen that I used. What pen did I write? Oh, with the G2. Once I find my G2, I'm gonna change that because I put B dot fast. I don't know, it's weird. I probably need to get a script that says breakfast because I always mark it on Sundays. Yeah, I probably should. Underneath of that, I used the box and I put IG video too cute. So this day I came across a video where I think the baby had to be maybe a year or less. I really don't even think they were a year though, because they were in a walker. but the baby was watching a video of Whitney Houston singing and got emotional. And it was just so cute. And then I cried because the baby was crying. It was just too funny. I was just like, oh my God, why is this little baby so cute? So I just had to mark that. Then after that, I did some prepping for the meals for the coming week, figuring out what we are going to eat that week, seeing if I needed to take anything out of the freezer, you know, the whole shebang. And then I just did laundry for the rest of the day because, you know, I always have to do laundry, it seems like. I don't understand how it's only two of us, but laundry accumulates the way it does. And what makes it even crazier is I don't even wash his clothes. Crazy. Okay, here you go. So these are all of the things that I used in the kit. I'm going to give you a little bit of a wiggle so you can see all the foil action. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you have not already. Turn on your bell notifications and leave me a comment down below on what you liked about my spread. Again, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.